Hi Leo, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your August 16th to the 31st, 2025 reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously, so thank you so very much for doing so. And if you're interested in a private reading, a private personalized meditation, a healing, or a gift card, check out my websites, danehartguidedmessages.com or daneharttarot.com. They both work, and I look forward to reading for you. And they're both linked in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. So let's see here, Leo, what the tarot has to say as we make this transition from Leo timeframe to Virgo timeframe. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly, guide this reading. And show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Ooh, and 2 bonus cards. Lucky you. All right, give me a moment. Just to center, because I feel like there's a little bit of craziness. It's like I just need to decompress. Yeah, and that's going to be a part of this time frame, that there's a bit of craziness. There's a bit of like being pulled this way and then being pulled that way. So just being aware of that energy is going to be important. So at the heart of it all, we have here the King of Pentacles. So prosperity, success, bounty, abundance. We're going to be focusing on money, on how to build our kingdom, how to build our success the way that we want it. We are also going to see ourselves, kind of heading down a path that is very sweet to us, but is also like, oh wow, right? Like, oh wow, I'm surprised that I can walk this path. I can do this thing, that I'm opening up this door. We're going to be very drawn to earth sign energies, Taurus, Virgos, Capricorns during this time. It leads us then to the challenge energy. And this is the Queen of Cups, which she has been coming up as a bit of a challenge for many during this time. So this can be emotional manipulation. All right. Queen of Cups is water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. It can be that our emotions are getting the best of us during this time, or people, emotionally want us to do this thing, or we think emotionally we should be doing this thing, whereas practically we need to be doing another. So there is a bit of emotional manipulation that's coming in during this time. Also a sense of, what do I love? How do I move forward? What is it that I want? And it brings us then to where we need to focus. And this is on awakening. We are going to see ourselves coming out of a box, coming out of a time where we were stuck, where we were overwhelmed, where we doubted, where we feared. And we're going to see ourselves really blessed as we move forward, and really taking on a new role, a new way of seeing our lives and ourselves, and what it is that we want for us. And as we do this, we move then to the energy to be mindful of, not the energy to be mindful of, I do apologize. This is the energy that is now moving away. And this is the 6 of Pentacles, where we kind of learned how to balance things, or things were also out of balance. We learned how to balance things because things were out of balance. Now we're going to see them coming into balance more and more, and we're going to see ourselves coming into balance more and more. But we're leaving the time where we really had to focus on this, like we had to do some juggling or some intense math was going on there. So being aware of that is going to be very important. Also, a time where things were out of harmony. Now we're looking at things and saying, okay, how can I move in harmony, in a steadying effect for myself? It brings us then to our strength, and this is temperance. Now, temperance is also represents Sagittarius energy. Time frame is November 22nd to December 21st. This is truth. Our strength is going to be during this time in our truth, in the harmony of ourselves, in the waking world, in the dream world, kind of coming together, the gold and the silver, the ideas and the practicality. And we're going to see ourselves being very open with ourselves, being very honest with ourselves. But we are also going to be looking at the ever-changing faces of existence, of our lives, of the roles that we play, of the roles that we don't play, of the ways that we move forward. And that's going to be important here. We're kind of seeing ourselves with a healing, with a grace, with a connection. It brings us then to the near future. And this is the Nine of Pentacles. And the Nine of Pentacles is prosperity and success. It's being very much in the moment and being able to really celebrate our wins, celebrate ourselves, look at what we have achieved, knowing that, yeah, there's a long road ahead of us. But right now, my gosh, have we done great things. And it's taking that energy and it's really moving forward in that energy, in that mindset, in that opening of the door. And as we do so, the advice is the Ace of Wands. God's source spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, Leo, is handing you a gift just for you. It's a gift of passion. It's a gift of creativity. It's a gift of, the sense of magic, of spark, of deeper understanding. And you're utilizing that gift so well. You're seeing it. It's like the sense of, how do I embrace the power of myself, the gifts of what I want, of how I'm moving forward, of how I see me. The environment is the Eight of Swords. This one has been popping her head up quite often during this time. And I think it comes from like things being really emotional, because the Eight of Swords is us overthinking. It's us overanalyzing. And we can be really caught in our heads. And that can also be because we're caught in our hearts. Like our head and our heart absolutely talk to each other. So here with the Eight of Swords, the environment that we're in is like, hey, overthink this, overanalyze this, think about this up and down the Mississippi till, next Sunday, and keep going. So just be mindful of this energy. Be mindful of overthinking, be mindful of overanalyzing, be mindful of getting too much in your own head, kind of talking yourself out of things or talking yourself into things that might not be the best for you, because again, you're overthinking it. And it's kind of like, oh, but this person wants this and that person wants that. Or, you can be also talking yourself into things to please others instead of saying, well, what do I really want? What do I really need right now? It moves us then to our hopes and fears. And this is the Page of Cups. We're afraid to really open our heart the way that we want to. The challenge is the Queen of Cups, right? Stepping into that power. But the Page of Cups is that child energy of, what do I love? Of wonderment, of like, it's kind of like seeing her dress become, an octopus and doors opening, and her heart, calling to the fish. And there's such a sense of wonder and whimsy and beauty here. And that is what we want. That's our hope, to let the whimsy come in, to let ourselves be inspired by the most ridiculous things, the most beautiful things. And our fear is that we won't have that magic ever again, that it's gone. It came maybe during childhood and it will never come again. And Spirit is saying that is not true. Let yourself embrace the joys, the whimsies. Let yourself look at things in a weird way. It's kind of like, let yourself be inspired, where others just see modernity, like they just see the mundane, they just see the everyday. Let yourself be inspired, Leo, because you're going to see that spotlight that is you, that passion that is you, opens the doors so exquisitely, so powerfully, so openly, so honestly, that you just haven't seen it before. You're like, oh my gosh, I forgot this was me, right? Because life takes over, responsibilities come in, and sometimes we forget why we're here. We forget our passion, we forget our purpose. It brings us then to the Four of Wands as the outcome. The Four of Wands is beautiful. It's kind of like a happily ever after. outcome, because this is a celebration. This is a joy and a success. This is, new opportunities coming our way. It could be as big, the Four of Wands usually shows, moving house, new job. But how many times can you have those big things happen in your life, like every single reading, right? It's impossible. But it shows big changes. It shows moving forward in tenacity and determination and fire and focus and insight. And you're going to see yourself celebrating and wanting to celebrate your existence, your life, your joys, and your successes. And so during this time, there's this real energy of, how do I come into balance with me? How do I celebrate me? How do I come out of the darkness that we can get put into just by life and existence, and find the balance, the harmony, the truth of what I want. And as I do so, how do I see all the blessings that are around me? Even if they're not the blessings that I want at the very end. I want to be achieving. I want to be succeeding. They're not my endpoint, my goals. It moves us then to the bonus cards, which is the Hermit, Virgo energy. We're going into Virgo energy. And that energy will bring with it patience. So we need to go in, and as we go into the Virgo time frame, which is August 23rd to September 22nd, we need to be patient. The Seven of Pentacles comes up. It's patience with the seeds that we are planting. Do we want to be patient? No. No, we don't. That's not really in our zeitgeist of being. We don't want to be patient. We want to push forward. We want to have more and extreme and beautiful and glittery and shiny. That's part of us being ruled by the sun. That's part of the Leo personality. But during this time, as we turn in and we look at what we're planting and we're saying, this is what I really want, we now mean it. There's a clarity, there's an insight, there's a ferocity to us that's saying, I can open up these doors and I have every right to stand here. It moves us to our spirit message. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. Ooh, goodness. This is the dove. It says, feel and allow a deeper sense of peace to fill you now. This is a divine quality. Yeah. So I see that is like in contrast with the Queen of Cups, where it's like, okay, super emotions coming through that's weighing us down. I have to take care of this. I have to take care of that. I have to do this. I have to do that. And it's emotional manipulation. And Spirit's like, let a deeper sense of peace fill you. Let harmony guide you. Let the truth of what needs to be done, of what needs to be seen, guide you forward. And let that harmony be an everlasting part of you. It moves us to the chakra energy. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. And this is visualization. This is the third eye chakra. Now, we can get annoyed at visualization because people are like, oh, if you just visualize it, it happens. And we like to think it happens rather quickly. But it doesn't. It doesn't. It takes a long time to build up that visualization muscle, to build us up the success that we want. So here, visualize what you want. Visualize what your dreams are. And note that Spirit will take it in hand and bring it to you in Spirit's way, not necessarily exactly as we visualized. So be aware of that. Be aware that you have tremendous power in your third eye towards visualization, towards building a world that you want, building what you love. It brings us then to the energy to be mindful of. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. This is the Five of Wands, being pulled into other people's chaos, okay? Be very, very mindful, Leo, of people being like, oh, Leo can solve this, right? Because you're sitting here trying to find your peace and your harmony, and they're going to be throwing, mud at you. It's like, oh, Leo can handle this. This chaos is for Leo. You're so peaceful. You've got this all going on. You can do this. It's like, no, excuse you. No, rude. So just be mindful about that. Don't get pulled into other people's gossip. Don't get pulled into their chaos. It will be very easy, but it will also take a toll on you. It will impact you more than you know. It moves us then to the subconscious spirit message. And this is the duck. And it says, find comfort and balance in simple ways. You have support all around you. And it can be the support of spirit and the universe when you're sitting there and you're like, oh my gosh, no, not like I don't have that support all around me that others do. But Spirit is saying you do. There's love and connection around you. It's bringing that balance into play, like Temperance says. And also that we've seen that what is out of balance with the Six of Pentacles. So now we're going to go to simple things. And it's going to be simple steps forward, simple insights. It moves us then to the energy to be mindful of. Not mindful of, I do apologize, the chakra energy. And this is, of course, the small one of life purpose. This is the throat chakra. And you're going to be seeing that as you visualize, as you look at what it is that you want, you're going to be saying what it is that you want, how it is that you want to be moving forward, what it is that you desire for yourself. And the energy subconsciously to be mindful of is the Six of Swords, is the hesitance. I actually am really focusing on this guy right here, who's like, a bearded, I don't know if you can see, but he's bearded and shrouded and like mysterious. These people are moving forward. It's like, it almost feels like somebody else has the reins of things. Be mindful of giving somebody else the reins that doesn't have the same vision that you do, okay? Because you're going to overthink it and think, oh, they can do this. I can't. And it's going to be, but it's like, but you can, Leo. It brings us then to the subconscious tarot message, which is the star, which of course it is the star. It is wishes coming true. It is passions leading you forward. I always look at the star as like our closest star is the sun, right? And so the very essence of yourself is also moving you forward in kind of a roundabout way towards your dreams, towards what it is that you desire. You're connecting with your life purpose. You're giving voice to what it is that you want. And you're quieting down the emotions that we're taking over. And you're seeing yourself in a very practical way. It's not like it's all about the money, honey, type of deal, but it's calming down the emotions of things, and it is really focusing on what do I want to build and how am I moving forward in success for me? Because you're laying down the foundations for a very strong house to be built, something that shelters, something that protects, and that is spectacular. All right, Leo. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Leo. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. Have a blessed end of August and a blessed life. Bye.